What's up, mi gente? Welcome to my channel. So I want to show you how I make my pernil. So you're going to first start by cleaning your pork shoulder with some lime and vinegar. You're going to rub that lime in, girl. Make sure your pork shoulder is nice and clean. I added some vinegar to it, and you're going to rinse it out until that water runs nice and clean. I rinse mine out like 2 times, guys. So 2 to 3 times will do. And then after you finish cleaning that pork shoulder, you're going to disinfect the head out of your sink. We don't want no bacteria here, so just take some time and clean your sink. All right, mi gente. So now that everything is nice and clean, we're going to start prepping our pork shoulder. So you're going to grab a paper towel and you're going to pat dry your pork shoulder everywhere. You want to make sure your pernil is nice and dry before you start putting any seasoning. And then you're going to grab the sharpest knife in your kitchen, guys, and you're going to detach the skin from the meat. Just be very careful and please do not cut the skin like I did. If you do, it's okay, guys. It's just the skin is not going to look the same. I just made a big ass hole on my skin, but you know, it's okay. It happens. You can do nothing about it if it happens. So after detaching the skin from the meat, you're going to go ahead and start poking some holes right into your pork shoulders. Make sure you poke some nice deep holes so this delicious dry seasoning that I made, guys, get right into the pork shoulder. And I'm gonna have everything in the description, so make sure you check it out. All of the seasonings that we're putting into this paneer is gonna be down below. So now, guys, all is to do is to start seasoning. So I'm gonna be very heavy handed with my seasonings, guys. You had to, because this is a big piece of meat, so just be very heavy handed. My my sazon, guys, my dry seasonings is low on salt, but it has so much flavor, so just go in on the seasoning. And as you can see, I'm patting the seasonings in instead of rubbing it in. I just feel like when you pat it like that, it distributes the seasonings better. So you're just gonna turn it around, guys, and you're gonna do the back of your pork shoulder. I already poked some holes there, and then just go ahead and start seasoning. Get in there, girl. Get in those holes. Be very generous. Do not be scared when you're seasoning this, because the more flavor you put into your pork shoulder, guys, the better it's gonna be. So just go in on your seasonings. It's gonna be okay. I can't wait until you see how good this paneer is gonna be. Actually, I can wait until you make it. You are gonna love it. All right, mi gente. So next, we're going to go in with some sofrito. So this sofrito is a little bit different than the one I have on my page, which I'm going to leave the link down in the description on how to make my homemade sofrito. So make sure you check it out. This sofrito is just a little bit different. So if you want to know how I make this one, please let me know. I got you, girl. And then, guys, on those holes that we poke, we're going to go ahead and stuff them with some garlic cloves. And the garlic cloves is going to give it so much flavor. Girl, this is just flavor town here. So just put a couple of garlic cloves per hole, and then you're gonna go ahead and flip your pork shoulder over. I'm so upset. I mean, I can do nothing about it, but just keep looking at it. All right, guys, so on the other side of your pork shoulder, you're gonna go in with your sofrito, guys, and this sofrito is also low on salt, so just go in on it. It's so delicious, though. It's full of flavor. It has my Dominican oregano. It has some herbs, some peppers. It's just delicious. So don't be afraid to season your pork shoulder. It's a big piece of meat. Remember that. The more flavor you put into this, the better it's gonna be. And that garlic cloves we put in, it's just gonna give it some extra flavor. It's just gonna add so much flavor to it. It's just gonna take it to another world. All right, guys, so now that we put a lot of sofrito, the seasonings in, we're going to go back to the skin part. As you can see, I wet it with the sofrito. It has sofrito all over, so I'm just going to go ahead and pat it dry again. And I'm going to add some salt to it, guys, and the salt is going to add flavor, but it's also going to draw moisture from the skin. So that skin is going to be nice and crispy when you're baking it without the foil. So just rub some of that salt in, and then that is all the salt I'm putting to this, and I'm putting nothing else because, as you can see, it has sofrito all over, so already has some flavor. So mi gente, after seasoning our pork shoulder, we're gonna go ahead and let her marinate. So I let my pork shoulder marinate for a day and a half. You can do a minimum of 8 hours, guys. You just want to make sure you put some time, give the pork shoulder some time to marinate. The longer stays marinating, the better it's gonna be. And then when you're ready to cook, you're going to take it out of your fridge, guys, and you're going to let it sit at room temperature for about 30 to 40 minutes so it can come at room temperature. And meanwhile, you're going to go ahead and preheat your oven at 350 degrees, and you're going to cover your pork shoulder very well. Cover it very tight, guys, because you don't want no stain to come out. And then you're going to put it in your oven and you're going to cook it for 2 hours at 350, guys. And this is what your pork shoulder should look like after 2 hours. The skin is already getting some color. It's already looking so beautiful. So you're going to go ahead and up the temperature on your oven to from 350 to 400 degrees, and then you're going to place your pernil back into your oven and you're going to let it bake for an extra hour, guys, or until you can hear that beautiful sound of the skin. Mi gente, thank you so much for watching. This pernil came out so good. The meat came out so tender. That skin is delicious. I can't wait until you make it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Buen provecho and Merry Christmas.